What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back the day after we did beat Lecce, and the keyword of this video is fun because actually before after the game I was like, the next video tomorrow is gonna be titled fun, or it's gonna be a fun about fun, and the presser was about fun. Locatelli talked about fun, or was asked about having fun, and Tudor also got asked about having fun. So it all fell into places. Are we having more fun right now on the pitch? Are we having more fun as a fan base watching this Juve side perform or not perform, whatever you want to call it? That's what we're going to talk about, because Locatelli said something that I thought was spot on. And I was like, wow, that's probably the first time this season I listened to a player speak and I was like, you are spot on. You get it, you know? But before we get into it, as always, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's go. So the idea of the video was fun because of the first half, you know, the passes, the movement, it was fun to watch. Now, when we talk about fun to watch, at the end of the day, it's all about winning. If you're not winning and it's horrible to watch, it's worse, you know, because you see no vision, you see no plan. You're like, what the hell are we doing? Now, if you're not winning, but you're fun and you see something, you can at least say, well, maybe we're building something. However, we're not in any of those situations. So Locatelli got asked a question. It was a setup question. It was basically to say, yeah, under Motta we were not having fun and now we're having fun. And he answered that question and I was like, wow, you actually get it. I think you know what this club means. Maybe it's you don't get it, but you know what you need to say in that instant. But he said, at this club, having fun is winning. All the other things are just talk. All the other things do not matter. And he is spot on. That's what I've been saying all this time. At this club, you need to win. If you don't win, nobody's gonna, or nobody should remember you in our club history. I'm not talking about a personal level, but as a player who has played for this club, no one should remember you if you are in a situation where you're not winning for years and so on. So when he said, at this club, having fun is winning. When you win, you're having fun. All the other things is bullshit. All the other things do not matter. Excuse me. I was like, wow, I'm actually impressed that you said that at that moment in time. And then after that, Tudor came on and he was like, yeah, for 70, 80 minutes, or 70 minutes, he said actually, it was good. It was entertaining. We played good. And he said, however, after that, it was not good. And those things cannot happen, he said, because you are basically erasing what you did all those 70 minutes building up to that. You're erasing that. He also said, you know, we need to close out those games earlier. He said, if we were up 3-0, 4-0, nobody would be complaining, he said, but we were not, for a reason, because we are not really capable of, and even at 2-0, you shouldn't be closing out this game. 2-0 should be a closeout result with 15 minutes to go at home against Lecce. It's football. All these things can happen, and you can see how it happens. It happens out of the blue, basically, with a corner, with whatever, you know. So the focus should be there for 90 minutes. Right now, with 6 games to play, right? It's Parma, it's Monza, it's Bologna, it's Lazio, it's Udinese, and it's Venezia. I don't know. With 6 games to play, I think it's not a lot of games. It's not. And you cannot make any mistakes. With 6 games to play, it's not about fun right now. It's getting these results over the line. And we risked throwing away easy, guaranteed 3 points. You made it easy in that first half. You made it kind of guaranteed in that first half. That's what Tudor was also alluding. Something that's for certain you can you, you cannot take for granted, but what feels for certain, you need to make it certain. You need to set that in stone. 2-0, game done. You're not coming into this game. Because in the second half, up to that goal, Lecce did nothing. And then we start panicking out of the blue. That cannot happen. Because if you do that away to Parma, you're dropping points. If you do that away to Lazio or Bologna, you're dropping points. You know, yes, Bologna have a tough schedule, but they are beating tough teams easy. You know, they should have beaten Lazio, Napoli. They smacked Lazio 5-0. Why wouldn't they win against Milan or Fiorentina or Atalanta? Why wouldn't they beat these teams this week? It's very plausible, and actually the odds are in favor because right now they are the better quote unquote team. Then you still have Roma, chasing you, and Fiorentina, whatever. So you need to be on point if you want, like, top four for us. Like, I'm not gonna celebrate top four. I don't think nobody's gonna celebrate top four. But if you care about this club, we need to get top four. That's step one. Step two is actually putting the owners and the management under pressure to be making the right decisions, because right now the right decisions are not being made, and that is a massive problem. It's as simple as that. It's a massive issue at this club right now. So good 70 minutes, but I thought Locatelli, I was impressed what he had to say. At this club, you're having fun when you're winning. When you're not winning, you're not having fun. If we stink out the season with 1-0 wins, but at the end of the season you win the league, everybody is going to celebrate that, because that goes down in the history book. You won something notable. If you play good football and you win squad, nobody's going to remember you. If you play bad football and you win squad, nobody's going to remember you. Now, you need to see a vision, obviously, but right now, with 6 games to go, I think nobody cares about that vision. Nobody should be caring about that vision. The vision should be get your act together, get your shit together, basically, and somehow mentally be strong enough to drag this over the line and get this club in a situation where they can fix other bad situations. Obviously not with worse situations, but that's the goal. And Tudor knows that. He said, I have an idea of football. He said it requires a clear mindset, a physical strength to do that. And I thought he was alluding towards the end of the end of the game with those 10 minutes where the mental strength collapsed. We were losing easy possessions. Lecce were strong, and in that situation, especially at home, you need to be strong. You cannot lose possession out of the blue. You cannot not track back. You cannot put in a sloppy cross and waste an opportunity, or let the counterattack kick in. You cannot allow these things to creep in if you're Tudor, because if you allow that, then we're going to collapse. Against Parma, it cannot happen. And against Parma, you're not going to be up 2-0 in the first half. It's not going to happen. Parma is going to create chances. The way they play and the way they're fighting for relegation, they need the points. The way they played against Inter, they went for it. They took the game to Inter at one point, being 2-0 down. So get your minds ready. Fun, good. But the fun right now, and it's not even fun, but the fun in this context is getting top four. That's the only thing that matters right now. Anyways, let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video as always, subscribe to the channel, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Let's see what we have to talk about then. Ciao.